Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, another stream. It's your boy G here, and I've got an easy casual one tonight. Just want to do a market recap, tell you guys what I see going forward, and we'll take a look at a few economic events, and then we'll take a look at a couple different stocks to look at the rest of this week. And I hope you guys find value. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification if you want to be in the next live stream, and if you can, hit the like button as well. I'm gonna be looking at the chat. If you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to try to answer those the best I can. So let's get started. Oh, and by the way, we do have a holiday sale going on until next year, so until January the 2nd. So if you guys are interested in an options platform or anything like that, definitely check out Unusual Whales platform. I've got the link down below, and you can use my affiliate link here. And until January 2nd, you'll get 15 to 20%. So you can actually sign up for free. So and then later upgrade if you like. But that's a good place to start there for you guys. So let's talk a little bit about what happened today. Now, a lot of people were taking today kind of bearish because of Japan and basically some of the bonds. But we actually managed to take a win today. And surprisingly, we were talking a little bit about it actually because it was what would you say, it was too good to be true to just sell off the rest of the day. So last night I think we were down like about almost 1% in futures, and then by the time we woke up, basically they were all gone. So there was definitely showing some strength and kind of waving off some of this news overnight. So I didn't think it was gonna stick very well today, and so managed to make some money today. But basically what's going on is, I guess with them doing the bond, with whatever this is, it caused the yen to go up, and then that's making the dollar go down. And so some people are scared of a global recession, but at the same time, it's going to give us a short-term relief, I think, in my opinion. So I did add a poll in the chat if you guys want to vote of Santa rally or anything like that. We'll take a look at the chart in just a second because I do think we have some upside. Let me show you guys how the index is closed today. So we actually closed green. I think that's the first time that we closed higher than a previous close. So previous close was 380. Oops. We closed at 380.54. So definitely closing higher. One thing I want to point out, and we talked about this last time, is our volume. So average volume was 92, and we did have an anticipation that that was going to drop coming into this week and the next week. So all last week we were in the 100 millions, and since people are going into holiday break and just not even looking at the market right now, we were looking at potentially seeing less volume this week and most likely next week as well. So just something to definitely keep in mind there. But honestly, it's been trading a lot higher because I think last year's volume around December was around 50 to 60, and we're trading around the 80 million, almost close to 80 million. So that's actually doing a lot bigger than last year. But let me show you guys a few different things that we got going on for tomorrow and actually Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow we've got a few different things. I think we have, if I can load this stuff up real quick. For some reason my computer is acting up. Is it gonna load or what? What's up? Oh, here we go. All right, this week. So tomorrow we've got the confidence board, consumer confidence, and that should be pretty big. And then existing home sales. So we're gonna get a glimpse of how many homes are still being sold, and I can actually break this stuff down for you guys. Got these opened up for you guys. Very chilling. Trippy. Okay, so this is the consumer confidence here, the conference board confidence level. So this measures the level of consumer confidence in the economic activity, leading indicator that it can predict consumer spending, which plays a major role in overall economic activity. So higher readings point to higher consumer optimism. So a higher expected reading should be taken positively bullish for the USD, while a lower expected reading should be taken as a negative bearish for the USD. And so here are some of the numbers that came in last month. November 29th, we had the actual consumer confidence of 100. The forecast was only 100. Well, we basically have more confidence than forecasted. And you can see our confidence is going back up. So it went up to 106, came down, and it looks like we might be going back up to higher numbers. So the forecast for this reading is going to be 101, whereas previous was 102. And so I think if there's still some confidence in the economy, then that should be taken positively, since bad news is bad news right now and good news is good news. So that's the first event. And then we also have tomorrow the existing home sales, and my computer will load this. I can share this with you guys too. So existing home sale measures change of the annualized number of existing residential buildings that were sold during the previous month. So this report helps gauge the strength of the U.S. housing market and a key indicator of overall economic strength. So similarly, a higher number is going to expect basically to be positive or bullish, and then a lower one's going to be bearish or negative. Here's some of the numbers that we've got. If you notice though, just in general, the numbers have been coming down all year. So that is definitely one thing to definitely note. Now the forecast was 4.38 million, definitely came in higher. So I would probably expect this to beat as well. You can see it's beat most of these numbers most of the time, at least in the last four readings. And so I think this one's going to probably beat. So one good thing about these earnings, or not these earnings, but these events, is they won't come in until an hour and a half after we actually open up. So right now I'm feeling bullish because of some of the futures, the Dow futures and stuff. And basically we had earnings from Nike and FedEx, and they actually beat. So that is definitely rising some optimism, or some of the negativity. After hours and SPY futures and Nasdaqs are actually up right now. The only other thing I want to cover from here is going to be the next step, or what to do now, basically, and that's that the market's definitely like finding a bottom short term, but we're not quite out of the woods yet. And so I just want you guys to, I mean, there's definitely reclaiming the 50 MA, but minimal sign of strength with the 200 in December highs, much bigger test. But I want you guys to just take positions and take profits, because this stuff can definitely flip really quickly. So that's what I've been doing, and luckily it's been working for me right now. Keep looking for stocks holding up and finding support levels. Stocks with strong relative strength during weak markets can be leaders in the next advance. So that's one thing to definitely wanted to point out from there. And let's go ahead and get into some of the charts. That's lift, and we're gonna look at the spot really quick. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so what are we feeling for lift right now? Is not lift, SPY market. I'm here on the 15-minute. I guess maybe I should go to the daily first. So from the daily, we've talked about the head and shoulders pattern that we have here, and we broke it. I do think we have a short-term bottom, because we talked about this support last week, or in our last stream, like 375 to 378. We thought this would be a temporary bottom, and it does look like we are basically, what I noticed is from yesterday and today. So yesterday we had 378 low, today we had about the same, 378. But if you notice, today we actually closed from our previous low from yesterday. So yesterday our close was 379. Today we closed a lot higher. So that's definitely good to see in the market. 1 second. All right. Just got a text. That's it. So what was I saying? Yeah, so I think this is a short-term bottom real quick. And what happened? Yeah, long term, we're still in a bearish trend, I think now, right? We broke the ascending support. Short term, I think we have a short-term bottom to kind of round this up. Just wait maybe on that data, which I forgot to show you guys. We have data on Thursday and Friday. We have GDP, and we also have the core PCE numbers. So these will be a little bit bigger, the index month over month and GDP. So I think tomorrow will probably hover around 380, possibly more bullish tilt, I would think. So kind of go towards the bullish side here, maybe go to like 385. And I'll show you guys some of these numbers here on the 15-minute. So 15-minute. This is the levels that I'm watching basically. So we bounced off of the 378, which we talked about a little bit. And then now we are basically consolidating in this downtrend, in this uptrend. So I think tomorrow we're gonna have a breakout. You can see this better actually on the 5-minute. Yeah, here's the 5-minute. And this is what I'll be watching. So since we basically retouched 378 almost twice and we're finally making higher lows, I think that we can actually, once we consolidate, of course, right? But the consolidation's like right here, like a pennant there, and then sorry, my mouse has been acting up today, but right there. So I think we're gonna break out tomorrow for sure. Now, if it's to the upside or to the downside, we'll figure it out with the data that comes out tomorrow, which I showed you guys. But these are gonna be some of the levels that I'm watching. So we've got like 382, which is gonna be our recent double top there, and then we got 384, and then the big levels that you're definitely going to want to watch if we can get up to these, it's going to be the gap fills that we have up here. So we have a gap like right here, and we also have a second gap up here, but I think this one might not get filled in the short term. Definitely looking forward to these three levels and then possibly this gap right here. I'm leaning more optimistic because of the Nike and the FedEx earnings. They weren't terrible. So with really nothing from now until maybe like the first hour of market where we get the existing sell homes and the confidence level, the consumer confidence, I think we should just possibly, we could like, I think the futures are up right now too, right? I think we'll probably run up and maybe retouch for sure 382, but we'll kind of wait to see that in the morning. Yeah, this is the levels that I got. If we break to the downside, then obviously you're gonna look to retouch maybe the lows, which could be 377, or you could even say 378. So we're still in a tight range. But the best part about this whole entire thing is we filled our last gap, right? So we had the gap right here that everybody was talking about right here. So that gap is filled. So if we can hold this strong support level here, then I don't see why we can't go back up and fill the gap up here. So I think that's good. And the reason that I'm also kind of leaning bullish is because basically the Japanese bonds is like making the yen go up, right? So I can show you guys the yen and the dollar. So this is the dollar really quick. And we're going to add the yen, which is JXY. And I shared this on Twitter, by the way. You can follow me on Twitter. I shared this on Twitter. So this made the yen gap up, and basically the dollar is gonna most likely move down, which if the dollar is gonna move down, then that should be good for equities, ideally. And so I could see some more upside with the SPY and stuff, right? And then since I like the dollar going down, that's going to be good for commodities. So my favorite plays right now are going to be commodities. And I've posted some of those in my on my Twitter as well. My favorite one is Crotera, of course. You guys know I've been following this one for a while. This one's just a safe natural gas one. I think natural gas, cold winter is still a thing. And we're finally like starting to make higher lows. Well, at least showing some sign of reversal. So this is definitely a good one that I like. I'm in shares. I would not play options. This one moves too slow for options. But I got shares like at 24.30 something. So I've been up, but I've just been holding, and then it goes down and up. But I've just been holding because I like that one. Oxy is the one that I just got today. Occidental is the oil play. So I like oil right now. Especially if China does reopen and stuff, then the demand should go up, right? And so this will be good. One thing I noticed with Occidental is we do have like a potential head and shoulders, which could be bearish. Oh fuck, there we go. That didn't come out like I planned it, but here we go. A potential head and shoulders, which is a bearish pattern. So that's the only thing that's really worrying. So for that, I'm gonna be watching this trend here. So if we start breaking trend, then I'm just gonna cut this one because we have a huge way to fall down. We have like down to like 44, 45, which I think like at some point like natural gas or oil is gonna collapse, right? But It could also be a trap right now where people are seeing this head and shoulders, and people want to get puts, and then it does the opposite. So I'm following this one along this trend, and hopefully it pays off, because I have options in it. But this is one thing I like on it. This is on the daily time frame, and you can just look at the MACD. It looks like it wants to cross over on the MACD. So if it can cross over, get some bullish sentiment, then we can have a nice little rally like that, similar like this. And yeah, similar like this. Well, it can consolidate, of course, but that's what I got planned for this one. I've got options in this one, but they're like for a month out. So I'm looking to take profits around 65, 67. Just trying to see if there's some strength in this. And if you look at like a smaller time frame, it looks like it's getting ready to break out. So we've got the trend right here, and it's just consolidating. Basically, we got support here, and then we've got the downtrend there. So this one's been consolidating for a while, so I like this one. One thing I want to say, going back to SPY and stuff, is basically I'm kind of bullish on stuff, because like we've been coming down, right, pretty dramatically, but like some stocks like Nvidia and stuff, like I had puts on Nvidia and they did not print like I thought they would. Like I made money, but I'm just over it with Nvidia, so I just closed my position. But this thing came down from like 180 all the way down to 160, and I barely like made, like I didn't make what I thought I was gonna make, right? And that's because they chopped this thing down, like down, just consolidate, chop, consolidate, right? So all this is sideways movement is killing premium, and I guess maybe I didn't have enough time. They expire next week, but they weren't paying out like I thought they would, right? So for like a 10% move, I would be expecting some decent returns, but it just wasn't there. So they're like basically chopping down premium. They're bringing the price down, right? They're bringing the prices down already. We're down 20 bucks, but the puts aren't paying. So at this point, I don't want to get puts at this level, because the price is at 160. So why would I get puts now, right? 2023, the year of the big earthquake. Is that for real? When is that coming? Hold on, let me see. Didn't you post something, Saul? Wow. Let me see. He's pickup time. West Kissimmee, my bro. When you get here, please check in using the link in your text or email. What are you doing? Oh, you got the barbecue ribs. Wow, that's crazy. You got the barbecue ribs? Hey, hold on. Let me text my brother back. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now I'm back, y'all. Yup, he got the barbecue ribs. Yeah, so how we feeling, Saul? You feeling bullish or bearish? Please hit the like button if you can, guys. Greatly supports the channel. And check out the links down below. I got Unusual Whales, TradingView. So yeah, basically Nvidia was not paying out on puts, and at this point it's already down $20. So something's up with like just option premium right now. And so I would just be very careful trading options and stuff. So I think the best way to do stuff right now in trade is buying and selling shares. Just kind of like the 1-to-1 ratio. Or if you're gonna get options, like try to get in and out as fast as you can, you know, make your money and get out. Because I was holding these for like a few days, and they were just not paying out. They were just killing premium on. It would be like a big drop sideways, then big drop. So you know, I think what I needed to do was on these big drops, these gap downs, I needed to just take profit there, just wait end of day, get more puts, and then do it again, right? At this point, is like we're at such a strong support that, I mean, obviously if it breaks down, this thing's gonna get nasty, because we got a long way to fall. But I think if the market kind of just chills out for a bit, which I think we will, like I showed you guys in the chart, I think this one would be a nice opportunity to go back up to 165. So I like Nvidia to the upside, surprisingly. I hate this stock, by the way, because it just doesn't pay out. It hasn't been printing. Sir, yes, sir. Let me see what the Brody's got. He said something about the earthquake and the delivery. Widespread damage after powerful M6.4 earthquake hits California. Damn. Rip plug. Rip. Got to house too. Damn. But he's got the house barbecue, half order ribs. Damn. For him and the baby mama. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about stocks. Let's get serious now. If you guys have tickers you want me to look at, let me know. We already talked about the relationship with the dollar and the Japanese yen. Let's talk about one of my favorites. Now, this one's going to take a while to actually come to fruition, but definitely on the watch list for sure. If you go to like, well, this doesn't make a good justice. I guess maybe like the 1 hour. This one's consolidating. It looks like it's going to break out later this week or next week. But yeah, this is the one that I'm looking at right now. 4 hours. Is it this? Yeah, it's been consolidating. I think this one might break out this week. So Spotify, that is one of my favorites. I just like it. It looks like it's gonna finally maybe break the trend. If it can start getting out of like $76, then we can start moving back up to these about $10 actually, about a $10 move. We got good support right here. This is the resistance, and yeah, that's what I got right here for Spotify. Not very helpful, but it's basically a pennant. That's what I'm gonna say. It's like a pennant. So it's getting really tight. So I mean, this could be the breakout tomorrow, or it could come back down and then break out. I mean, breakouts could actually go both ways, but I'm thinking this one's gonna go up. How are you guys feeling? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's me right there, though. Spotify for sure on the list. We talked about Microsoft. I love Microsoft. This is the one that got away, kinda. I was talking about this one early today, and basically the reason I like it is because it's probably a head and shoulders pattern, which is a bearish pattern. But I like it because it's its support level right here, basically. Let me go to the 1 hour. Where's the head and shoulders? I feel like this is a head and shoulders pattern. Now, I don't know if this is the shoulder here and this is the head, but I think we get one more leg up and then come back down and then possibly break down and fill the gap down here. I think we talked about that, right? But I think 140 is like a strong support. 140 is a strong support. Azuzu, what's up? Welcome to the stream, brother. Hey, you want to talk about Tesla? Awesome. Yeah, let's talk about Tesla, because that one's actually on my list too. But this one's crazy, honestly. I think Mr. Elon Musk is still selling stuff. Now, we talked about the range that we have down here. So we said once we hit like broke 150, it was basically game over. We were gonna come into this range down here. Damn, so I would say the rallies on Microsoft are strong too. Yeah. What's up, Jimmy? Hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you guys feeling about Tesla? I think the bottom might be in short term. This has been crazy. Like, somebody's gotta explain why this thing's been going. I know Elon's been selling and stuff, but does he not plan to stop selling or what? I mean, we could just add, I think the short-term relief bounce should be here soon. But we're watching like, wow, I think we were talking about 132 last week, or 135. I think the bottom might be in soon. Elon knows it's over. So these are some of the levels I got, like 126, and then we got 135. I think at 135, maybe there's an opportunity for a bounce. But now you gotta kind of think about, it's gonna be in a tight range. So it's gonna be between 126 and 150. Like, that's gonna be the range that I think it trades in now. Tesla's going to 130. Damn, yeah, I see that too. Yeah, I say 135. It's gonna be the new range here. 150 or 149 to 127, 125. Like a $25 range now. I don't think it breaks 125, not this time. I think it probably consolidates around here for a bit. I think it's crazy though, honestly. I was gonna get calls at 140. I'm glad I didn't get calls, because it's kind of depressing right now. No, I would just wait for the 134, 135, and then see if you can. I mean, the trading range is going to be tight now. I think it's going to be like in between here or in between here. A game over for Tesla. Well, yeah, I agree with that too. Like, it's going to be game over for Tesla for a long time. Like, it's just nasty. Like, the 2020 numbers are like $62, $60. It still has another 50%. And I don't know if you guys were tuning in like long ass time ago, but we basically saw this coming. I think we had a shoulder here, a head and shoulder, and we had yet to form this other shoulder, but we basically talked about the potential of this head and shoulders. If you guys remember that, let me know in the comments, but we talked about this. So I think at the very least, if this is a head and shoulders, which it looks like it is now, I mean, we're looking at like definitely like, actually we already got it marked out right here. They got like 40 bucks, maybe 50. Let's just say 50 to be conservative. Like $50. You guys remember that? We talked about that. This is actually the line from the head and shoulders breakdown. So yeah, this is bad. From a shorter time frame, I guess maybe, I don't know if you guys trade this stuff. It looks like it just keeps getting rejected at the trend lines. Like these trend lines that we got, it just gets rejected. Like it comes down, consolidates, tries to break out, and it just gets rejected. So it looks like it's on the move again. I'm thinking 135. It's up right now for some reason, but that's because the futures are up right now. Anyway, it's looking bad for it, not gonna lie. That's like going to 130. What happened with the other one you're talking about? What was the other one? It's not. It's like, what was it? It was a drink, Celsius, right? Celsius. This was Celsius. We talked about this one a while ago. What's going on with this one, brother? You remember this? I I remember talking about the cup and handle. It looks like it failed to break out, like for real. So I would kind of be bearish on this now if it breaks 100. There's a question that baffles me. Why is the $11 Ford with its deliveries in huge profit? I'm not sure actually. I don't follow Ford as much as I should. Do they have a good balance sheet and everything? We can look at that. I did see a fall today though. For some reason, what happened? Was there news on Ford today? I remember Ford fell for some reason. It was like a huge dump and then it back up. So right now it's got a PE ratio of 5.2. They've got $128 billion in debt, 74 billion in cash. They got like a 1 to 2 ratio on their balance. They're bringing in, where's the price that they're bringing in? $151 billion. Wow, that's hell of a lot. I mean, I see what you're saying actually. I see what you're saying. They're bringing in like $150 billion and they're only worth 47 billion. It might be because of the debt. Everything else looks kind of good, honestly. Forward PE, I mean, what's their growth or what? Let's look at the margins. They don't got very good margins. They got like 11% margins. Honestly, I do like Ford. At $11, I do like Ford. It's just the waiting game with it, I think. Ford, let me look. I was gonna get, see, I was watching this one today because I was gonna get some calls around this price. That's crazy. I think Celsius going back to 80, yeah, before going back to 130 next year. That's facts though. I think it's gonna come down for a bit. There's a question that baffles me. Why is huge deliveries in a Tesla $140 stock? Oh, I don't know if you're talking about straight up price, it's gonna be the outstanding shares, I think, right? So I'm pretty sure you know this, but 3 point something billion, whereas Tesla shares are gonna be less, 0.68. Obviously, this is gonna be overvalued anyway. Like people are starting to realize Tesla. Now there's more competition, right? Now it's like it's not like a unicorn that is not the only stock you can invest in that's electric now. Like it used to be the only electric company anywhere near like reality, right? That was actually going to deliver stuff. But now you got Ford, you got GM. Now these are still early, kind of still, but you got more competitors. You got less market share, so people can't price this as the only EV stock. And you also got like other players like Polestar and Lucid and Rivian and stuff. So, but that's why I think this is gonna probably come back down. Cause even Elon's selling this, ain't he? He's selling like hell a lot of this. He's selling it off. He's got to pay his Twitter debt. It's crazy. I was gonna say though, the float here is 2.6, where Ford is like almost 4, yeah, almost 4 billion shares. So it's double, right? So and this one's making way much more money, right? Let's look at Tesla's numbers. I'm gonna duplicate this so we can just have it. Tesla. See how much money Tesla's bringing in real quick. 74 billion revenue. Wow, it's pretty good actually. 151 billion. See what you're saying though. But see, look at this market cap. It's worth half a trillion dollar. Ridiculous. And they don't have they don't have any debt. So there's like pros and cons, I guess, with Tesla. Even though this one's still like pricing in so much, right? Price to earnings, forward P, price to sales. Like this one's overvalued, but some of their fundamentals look a little bit better because they don't have any debt. I mean, they can pay it off basically. So that's I guess if we were comparing Tesla to Ford, Tesla has a better balance sheet, and on the Ford side, they make more revenue and they're technically worth less, right? That's kind of confusing. Tesla's worth more market cap wise, but they make less revenue, but they have a better balance sheet, whereas Ford, they're worth less. This is a good thing, they make more revenue, but they have a shitty balance sheet. So that's the bad side for Ford. And then they have a better valuation though. Like it's not Ford PE. Look at these other ones. Oh yeah, you have 28 and then 42. So that's why Tesla definitely has more downside. And then also you got to think about where is the shares outstanding? So shares outstanding, you have like 3.15 billion people or shareholders, like shares, right? There's like, so this Tesla shares are worth a little bit more because Ford shares are probably more is what I think. Yeah, like 4. So let's just do this by numbers. Like let's say there's 4 Ford shares. There's 4 Ford shares. Each share is worth like 25%, right? But if you have 3 shares, then each share is worth like 33%. So you have more value in the Tesla share than you have value in a Ford share. That's just what I'm just thinking though, this is just kind of stuff off the top of my head here. So there's like there's good stuff on Ford, but then their balance sheet's bad and they have more share dilution. Whereas I think, and then this one has less shares. They have a better balance sheet, but they're making less money and they have like their valuations are more ridiculous because they're trading higher, like their market cap. So their market cap should be like, what should it be? Let's just get an idea of what their market cap should be. So Ford is trading at like a 0.3 with 150 revenue and their market cap. See, this is not right. How do you make more money than what you're worth, Anyway, I think a good price for Tesla would be like 60, because then that would bring down the market cap. So the way you find the market cap is basically shares times the price. So 137 times 3.1 315. It's just gonna be a rough estimate. So 137 times 315 billion. What's the billion at? Like 41. Yeah, so like, oof, close. What is this? This is, yeah, 400. Yeah, it's close. It's not like exact. But to cut down their market cap to what some, let's just give, what should we cut them down? What should we cut them down to? Like, what market cap you want to give them? What market cap you think they should be valued at? It's a good question. Let's just give them like a 250 billion market cap. We're gonna do 250 billion market cap. And then we're gonna divide that by 315, I think. Is that right? Is that right? Let's take off 10. So they'd be trading like at 80 bucks. Yup. So yeah, maybe like 80 bucks if we give them like a 250 billion market cap. And they would still be worth, I mean, almost 3 times what they're bringing in revenue. I don't know, that was some quick math right there. Polestar's the best. I do like Polestar. They're kind of expensive too. If you kind of look at some of the numbers, let's just duplicate this to get an idea. Let's pull it up, shall we? Yup. What's up, Big Kahuna? What's up, Doc? I told you before Tesla's going to 100 before turning around, which is when the Cybertruck starts getting built. That's facts. That's facts. The Cybertruck's on the way. The semi-truck is on the way too. Low-key bearish on Tesla still though. I just need the stocks to squeeze. What's up, Win Limbo? Hey, hit the like button if you can, Win Limbo. I just saw you joining. What are we looking at? Polestar. We're like casually hanging out right now, actually, because I was gonna do a watch list. People are gonna get mad when they look back at this one, but it's all right. We're looking at Polestar right now. How you guys feel? I like Polestar, honestly. Not gonna lie. They're worth 10 billion. They're kind of expensive right now because of what they're bringing. This is not gonna show up, but I think they brought in 1 billion, right? So some of the numbers don't show up. But they did raise money, which is not going to show up here either. So we've got like way more cash, which can cover the debt. I would say, what do you think? I mean, 9 billion is not bad. I mean, what can I say? We need to wait for, I mean, we got to wait. I mean, what can I say? I don't think we got any financials on this, do we? Here we go, 1.3 billion in revenue last year. So yeah, so let's just multiply this by 433, 435, my bad, times 4. They'll probably bring in like 1.7. Let's just say they don't grow and they stay consistent. They'll probably bring in like 1.7 billion. And what are they worth at right now? How much are they worth? 9.9 billion. What did I just say? 1.7. So if we just stay at this price, 9.9 divided by 1.7, they're trading like at a 5, almost 6. Probably like a 6 price to sales ratio. Right? Facts though. So they're still kind of expensive is what some people are saying. But you can also add in a little bit of the future growth, which some of the other people are also, that's what a lot of people price in on Tesla. Like that's why it traded so high, because they priced in so much future growth in their values, like forward PE and stuff. Where's it at? Forward PE, like this is kind of high. That's what people are saying. But you had more rights to do this when there was no competitors and there was no one else you could invest in. But now that you can invest in others, it's like, and Elon's also chopping it down. Big Kahuna already delivered. Hold up, I missed this. Jimmy, what's up? Mullen, maybe the next Tesla. You think so? I did see they bought out, what's his name? They bought out one of that company that I like, Bollinger. Yeah, I like Bollinger. You guys know Bollinger Trucks? Bollinger, how do you spell Bollinger Trucks? I saw they bought Bollinger, yeah. They bought these. They're nice. These are kind of like the old school stuff. Fire. I haven't looked up Mullen, I ain't gonna lie. People are saying it's the squeeze play though. I know when Lambo likes this one a lot actually. Should we see how's it looking? It's on a $22 cent. I don't know, brother. Do they have any revenue? It doesn't look like they have any revenue. Let me look it up. You think they get acquired, or what do you think? What do you mean by dilution also? Do they have more dilution coming, or 450 million? I mean, somebody could just buy this out for 450 million if they wanted to, right? Look, they don't have any revenue though. Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like. They do have a good debt to cash ratio. They could pay off their debt. They just don't have any revenue. Yeah, Big Kahuna said remain speculative, no revenue. Yeah, I see that. I see that, yeah. And last 12 months they burned 47 million. So they could only operate maybe for like another year unless they raise some money. That's what it looks like. Cash flow in the last 12 months, operating cash was minus 47 million. Almost 59 million, is that what it is? Plus capital expenditures. I mean, they could cut back on that, but they could maybe operate for one more year. Unless they dilute. Is that what you're saying? They're going to dilute? I'm just picking this up. I don't follow this one, so I'm reading this up as we go right now, actually. 60 million, so let's just say 50 million to just like be cash, like debt free, but then it cost them about 59 a year to operate. So maybe they have one more year in operation before they dilute or do a capital raise or something. And they're worth 450, but they don't have any revenue. That's kind of scary, honestly, not gonna lie. Let me see. Polestar already delivered 45K early December, so 5,000 is in process for next. Yep. Have you not watched the streams, brother? We're feeling good on Polestar, not gonna lie. 1.6 billion just for the cars delivered. That's facts too. Yeah, I like Polestar. As far as like numbers and stuff, like obviously the share price is kind of ass. We saw it coming though. We saw it coming. We saw the gap fill coming. Like we had the trend here. I haven't bought any because I knew it was gonna come down. Honestly, I'm waiting on like 440, 430. This ascending trend right here. I'm gonna see how we react here because I might actually get some shares again. So I have like some shares, but they're basically free. I don't know if I told you guys, but like I was like in around maybe like 8 or something. I started adding a couple here. I didn't get many here, but then I basically made my shares free. And so now I have a couple shares, but they're all paid for. That doesn't mean I don't want any more. I'm gonna get some more. I'm just being patient with it. Right, so I've already got free shares and I'm trying to add more capital in it, but I'm just being patient with it. You know what I'm saying? And so this is the trend line that I'm waiting on right here. So we already knew the trend here was going to break, and then we had the gap fill. There's one thing on here though that I do want to point out, and it's kind of scary, not gonna lie. It's the potential of a head and shoulders now on maybe on a 1 hour you can see it better. Let me see if I can reset. It looks like a head and shoulders. It's a weird head and shoulders, but we got a shoulder, big ass head, and then a shoulder here, right? So if that's an actual head and shoulders, we're looking at like almost $3 price, almost $2.50, $3. That's the scary part. Just want to point that as a disclaimer. But I do like this support here that we got coming up shortly. Plus we filled the gap, so market seems to hold strong. Then I'm gonna add some more shares on this one. I feel like I'm skipping some messages. Let me read through. Azuzu said 2.3 billion. Yeah, is that one? Which one's that one? 2.3 billion. Oh, Polestar, yeah. I remember you got oh, that's true. The owner shares. I did talk about the owner shares too, actually. Yeah, that's another good reason, Azuzu. Yeah, that's why I'm not touching Polestar. I forgot. Till the end of December, the shareholder lockup stuff. Yeah, they can sell their shit. So yeah, I'm patiently waiting. I talked about that in the last stream. My bad. I forgot to tell you guys. Yeah, the owner shares opened up. They unlocked. Exactly. The only EV stock I own now is NIO. Oh yeah, I like Neo. Well, did you sell your Tesla, Jimmy? I thought you had Tesla back in the day. Not gonna cap. Thought you had it, but maybe you sold. We just talked about Neo recently, actually. We had this pennant. You guys might have seen it, actually. This, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it looks bullish now. We've got the, so we talked about the consolidation phase, right? We had a consolidation phase, like ascending triangle. So we knew we were gonna get a breakout, and once you broke this trend, it was game over to the gap fill. So now that we have the gap fill, it had a pretty nice close today. So if you go to like maybe, let's see, maybe a 15 gap fill better. Yeah, so you got the gap fill right here. It basically filled it perfectly. And now it looks like it's getting outside its downtrend. So you could say the downtrend is like here. So that's going to be the trend we look at next to see if we can get back up above that. Wow, you sold the Tesla at 205? You a baller, brother. That's crazy. HK50, yeah, that's a good one to watch, actually. Yeah, the HK50. Azuzu's on it tonight. He's on it. This is the trend that I'm watching on Neo, which I say I like Neo now because as a trading opportunity. I think they're gonna burn super much, like a hell of a lot cash next year. I talked a little bit about that. They've got expansion into Europe. They also what are they doing? They're doing some crazy over. Oh, and the China lockdowns and stuff. And the China delisting stuff. All that's like scary to invest in. Not gonna lie. But I like it as a trading opportunity. I think it's like at a good ascending support. It could possibly break out of this trend, and then you have basically all this room to go. Like this, all this is gonna be a good area for an uptrend, right? And you can also even say this, I'm just kind of thinking early, but this could be a head and shoulders, right? So you would expect another bounce like that, and then you break down again. So that's ideally what I would think. Or you could just form an ascending triangle again. You could be forming an ascending triangle, but you could just drag that bitch out like that. And then it could be an ascending triangle, and then I could just drag this out. Hold on. Drag this out. Then you got basically an ascending triangle, and then you break out, right? So that's another direction you can go. 2 models after 2 weeks. What you mean, Neo? They coming out with more models? I thought they need to catch up with the other models, no? I think Neo has a lot of like going on with it, and the disruptions is what's like scary. The China lockdowns. I don't know if you guys heard, but it turns out that China wasn't doing their COVID, their lock. Oh, what? I can't say that word on stream, huh? I thought that they weren't taking their vaccines or something, or that they didn't get their vaccines, so that's why they're still like coughing and shit. They're getting sick. I think that's what I heard. So there's like that 2023. I'm just gonna pull up the article for you guys. China Neo 2023. It's gonna be bad for them. Supposedly is what they're saying. Because I think at least till the first half of next year is what they're saying. My Neos are driving towards disappointment. Is it this one? I know they have a huge catalyst exposed. It might be this one. Are driving toward disappointment. Yeah, China-based electric vehicles fortunes are fading. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just pointing out some stuff, right? A top 0. Oh, fuck. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just pointing out stuff that I read. Where is it though? For one, number deliveries may not necessarily mark the start of a trend. No. Okay, here it is. A reopening for China economy may not start to take shape until at least mid-2023. Why is this bad news for the stock? EV maker may be talking up a good game with its plans to ramp up production, but its increased production could easily end up being met by weak demand. So it looks like the reopening for China might not happen till like mid-2023. And at that point, we could have a different economy where maybe there's not that much demand, right? So that's just kind of scary to think about. The prospect of continued challenges point even more to the company falling short of expectations over the next quarter or two. So yeah, for the first half of 2023, I would just look at NEO as a trading opportunity. I wouldn't look at it as an investment. Plus, there's also like a lot of like tension still with China, right? So anything could change with the US and just listings and stuff. That's just my opinion though. I'm just keeping it 100 with you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think. Let's talk about some other stocks though. What you guys got on the watch list for tomorrow? I gotta close this out. Second. Yeah, this was me editing my thumbnail. If you guys enjoyed the thumbnail, please hit the like. Let me disclose that out or close that out. What we got? What we got? I'm gonna pull up some of the stocks we talked about last time. DraftKings. Oh yeah, DraftKings is looking nice. We talked about 1150 being the bottom or short-term bottom. Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, I'm starting to like this one now again. Just cause gambling, you're not gonna go broke on gambling. It's a rich person sport, you know. Like people that have money, Drake, who Hopkins or whatever, he's betting on his loss or something. I'm buying some for tomorrow. FSR for tomorrow. Oh yeah, FSR. That's the other EV stock, right? No cap. Let me remove my drawings real quick. Does this one have a earnings kind of list coming up? You guys are big EV guys, huh? EV. So this one has some work to do, I think. The trend's right here. This is the downtrend right here. This one actually has held up a lot better than some of the other stocks, which is like I never know why. Exactly. I don't know what exactly. Yeah, you got the words right out of my mouth. I don't know why this one's been holding up so well. Like Polestar, not gonna dish you or anything, Jimmy, but Polestar's been doing numbers. I think this one's pre-revenue. Is that right? Let me pull it up real quick. Let me do some quick DD on it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have any revenue. Oh, it does. Okay, I see. What did they do it for though? They do have revenue. What the hell? Did they deliver their first car? I know the only reason I would like Fisker is because I think they have like the cheapest EV out there. I think it's like 35K SUV or something. That's the main selling point for me. And I think their roof is like solar power or something. Let's just check out their website because that's the easiest way to give you guys a visual. I used to like follow this one. No, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's got the solar roof or something. When do they deliver though? I can't remember when they deliver. I haven't followed this in a long ass time. Newsroom. Let's see what they're saying over here. The press release. CEO, CFO, purchase. Oh, they're buying shares. Maybe that's why it's holding up, because it's like optimism. World's most sustainable vehicle starts production on schedule. That's bullish. No cap. Let's look it up. After 2 years, the all-EV electric SUV commences production at the carbon neutral in Austria on time, defying conventional automotive development timelines. Okay, 63,000 reservations, strong global demand. That could change with 2 trims sold out in the US for 2023. Where's the market price tag on this one? Okay, more 63. Here's the price tag, it looks like. Is this made first to market safety feature includes the first digital radar, all for 68. That's not cheap, not gonna lie. I think the most interesting one is the base model, I guess the first trim. Okay, let me see. Offering specific signature cues available only on the first 5,000. So extreme trim has like some extra features. In July 2022, sold out in 30 days. That's bullish. 5,000 deposit. So they have, okay, that's how they got some cash. Potential revenue, okay. Nice, okay. Okay, I see. Nating, what is that? Nothing. Let me see. That's all they got on this one. Let me look at the we got the Bollinger. You guys don't like the Bollinger? I like the Bollinger. I'm trying to find my my DD. This website. We might need to go back to Fisker. Click on it really quick. Anybody know the actual price tag on this? I thought there was a cheap model. It might be the configure. So there was a time in my life when I was looking at all the EVs and stuff, and I was like, all right, Luchin's gonna be the long-term investment. So I browsed this one because I was just looking at it. I think they bankrupt the first time, isn't that right? And they came back. The internet cut off again. Not cool, brother. I need to close some of these tabs. Let me do that really quick. Yeah, your boy's got an old computer, 2015. We were supposed to look at option stuff today. I guess we're not gonna do that today. I'm more interested in what you guys are interested in, you know. Loading configurator. I think it's just my computer. The Ocean app reserve, it just gets stuck at 90% for some reason. I think maybe the computer's busted. No vehicles was delivered. It doesn't look like any vehicles. So here's the numbers. Where's the price tag though? Because that's we care about the price tag. Hey, you buying the shares, Jimmy? What are you buying here? Here we go. Here's 37 is the price for the cheapest one. I knew that it had something. That's what I like about this one. It's got a good market target. 40,000 base exactly. Yeah, see you there. I don't know when they deliver though. When do they do their first deliveries? They say they started production. When do they do their first drop off? Let me just Google it. Fisker deliveries. Delivery date. Let's just look it up because our Fisker build confirmation. It's not. Final build lock dates. This is what it 2022 model, but they haven't delivered it. I'm useless right now, y'all. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I'm useless right now though. Can't find anything right now. Anyway, let's just trade this one off the chart. We get the idea of what's going on. Oh, that's true. It doesn't qualify for the tax credit. That's exactly right. Yeah, it's got to be over like 50 or something. Or what is it? Or 70? Isn't it 50 or 70? The Brody's buying shares. I see why you're buying shares. It looks like it's breaking back out. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a good support if it can hold 7. Looks like $7. Like all this area consolidation. Like it's gonna take a lot. If it can hold this level up here, it's gonna take a lot to fall back underneath it. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, at least. Yeah, that's a long ass time right here. It was just trading around here. So I think it might. I mean, yeah, I see what you're doing. That's a long ass time to consolidate right here. All the way back up till like November. Is it running on news today or what? 3%. Yeah, and it looks like it's breaking out of this trend here. Oh, I see you. So yeah, I see you. I see you. I don't know if it's like reclaim this support. Is it what? Like $7? I think psychologically this would be the level. It would be $7 even. Like it would be down here. Oh, that's way too far down. I think 720. 720 is the resistance probably, I think. But yeah, I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing. Do you think this goes up tomorrow? Did have a nice little breakout from here and here. So let me look at some of the distance breakouts for this. It would be like, it looks like it's the top of the breakout here. Yeah. So this is like a first breakout triangle here, and then the breakout's like from here to here. Copy that over here. So that's why it went up to like this level, came back down. It looks good though, I'm not gonna lie. 6.8 is the bottom. Yep, the permanent bottom. Like down here, or what's up? The only ones that I was marking out, the only levels I was pointing out was for this one, I think. Which I think it's right at it. Like 720, I think is the major resistance. That's the bottom of like this big consolidation phase here. And it's like, I think near the high, yeah, 720 was the high. I would just extend this, see where it can retrace a little bit. It definitely looks like it's forming higher lows though. We got the higher low here, tool on right here, and then we got one here. So we could like go sideways and then, you know, confirm that and then break out again. I think that's, and I would be looking at like something like that, you know. What's up though? 680, I'm buying shares, not qualified. Okay, we caught up on the chat. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I think 720 though on this one. It's trading cheap. The only thing I didn't like was the revenues weren't there all there. I'm not sure how they got that revenue if they haven't done the deliveries. I thought you were talking about SFLSR First Solar. This is like another one I've been low-key kind of watching. Here's the support and the resistance. This one looks kind of getting ready to do another move up. Kind of watching this one. I'm watching this one, but you can kind of see it might be a head and shoulders kind of. So I'm watching the trend. If a trend breaks, then we're probably going to retouch this level down here, like 140. This is the one I'm watching, but this thing has just been insane. And actually, I think I talked a little bit about this one back here when it came in that. So if this is actually a head and shoulders pattern, then that would mean a trend reversal. So if we like, there's a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, then this would be like the trend reversal for some downside. And then the downside would be like, here to here. So back to 130-ish. Yeah, somewhere around there, like 130, 140. This is gonna move a lot more, right? It'd be somewhere around here, like 130, 140 would be the support. I thought you were talking about this one. This is one that I've been kind of peeping on the side of my eye. Like right here, just consolidating. Let me see something. It's the fantasy stuff. Let me look at the list that I got. We were gonna look at, oh, SoFi. I love SoFi. I don't know if you guys are still here, but SoFi, I've been talking about this one for a little bit. I like SoFi for the upside. It looks like, let me just go out, zoom out. Obviously, we've got like the $5 support resistance that we can't get of, but it looks like this might be an inverse head and shoulders right here, possibly. So the level that I'm watching is gonna be like up here, like kind of line it up to this, like up here. This is like a big resistance, basically like 480, I think. 485, let's just say 485. But it's just been, I don't know, it's been consolidating, it's been just holding up. This one's like a share opportunity though. I would not go with options because it moves in pennies. So yeah, I like this one though. You can see the inverse head and shoulder here a lot better actually. What I'm saying, waiting for that breakout of like 480. This one's gonna be spicy for sure. Waiting for it to hit 410, then I'll load on SoFi. Bro, yeah, same. I wanted to buy down here, but I'm not gonna lie, I got scared. So here's the thing with SoFi. I don't like their balance sheet. I think they have like, let me just show you. I gotta find it. They've got 1 billion in cash and they have like 4 times that in debt. And then if you look at their balance sheet, would it be like cash flow? I think they're due some money like in a year or something. Operating, where's it at? I can't find operating cash. I always have trouble finding this shit. I'm not gonna lie. Current debt. Anyway, they have like $4 or $5 billion in cash debt, which is scary because you can see like the firm and all of these are like falling off a cliff because I don't know if you guys seen some of their balance sheets, but they're kind of bad too. I think a firm has a better balance sheet than what's the Upstart? Yeah, they have a better balance sheet than Upstart. If you guys look at Upstart, I think it's a little bit worse. But SoFi has the worst balance sheet of them all. Yeah, they have more. Yeah, SoFi, I like SoFi as a stock. Just buy it for the long term. I do want to buy it for the long term. I'm just nervous because of this total debt thing. Like hella nervous. Like 4-to-1 ratio, like it's pretty bad. But I do like them. I like the CEO. I love the CEO actually. No homo, but he's the founder. I think he was on Twitter board and or something with the Twitter. And I think he just bought a whole bunch of shares. Like, I like SoFi. I'm just scared of that debt. But if the management's good, they'll be able to navigate that. You know, I want to think, I want to be optimistic on it. I'm buying DBGI for big short squeeze for Monday. DBGI. Shit, DBGI. Oh, is this a short squeeze? So I heard that there was a lot of pumping and dumping. Like some people got pumped and dumped on Cosmo, and people got pumped and dumped on what's the other one? GTTI. So that's why I'm hesitant to talk about some of the smaller penny stocks because I don't want to lead anybody. But we'll kind of look at it for a bit. But yeah, just be careful because penny stocks, I don't trust them. Or short squeeze plays. If anything, the only short squeeze play I will look at would be SoFi. Because it just like some of the days, it's just been chilling when the market's red and stuff. I do see a short squeeze opportunity here. I mean, not short squeeze, but a pin it for me. Like right here. So it does look like, I see what you're saying. The bro stays looking at charts, I guess, because he's got the setups already. I see the consolidation here for sure. And it's at good support. Was it like 340 or something? I see the opportunity here. If I was gonna buy some of this stuff, if I was gonna do like, oh, it would be shares for sure. I don't even think you can get options on this. But yeah, I see the vision. I see the vision. It looks like it's penny. It's consolidating for sure. Let me go back to SoFi because I do like talking about SoFi. What do y'all want to talk about? Look at Zella. It's like a DocuSign. I think DocuSign might go bankrupt too, honestly, not gonna lie. Because at this point, Adobe and some of these other companies, like big boys, they're like catching up on technology. Like DocuSign was like a good stock at the beginning, like when they got caught off guard. The chart's a different story, the chart can go up, but maybe they go bankrupt at some point, or they get acquired. I don't think this goes back up to like $300 though. 10 billion market cap, so they might get acquired. They only bring in so they're trading at like a 4 or 5 price to sales. They don't really, they're debt. They don't really have much debt. They have cash. You would just think this company would be doing a lot more for, what they were doing last year. But look at Zella. The chart looks nice on this, not gonna lie. It looks like it's flagging, about to break back out. Because I think this is gonna be a good support right here. This range right here, I should have probably just done the range. But yeah, this looks nice as far as a trading opportunity. Thanks for bringing this one up, actually, because I might just add this to the list now. Let me look at Zella, though. I guess we'll talk about SoFi some other time. 9-cent stock. How much revenue they got? 264. They've got no love. The trend just looks bad, not gonna lie. It doesn't look like there's anything on this right now. Is there anything stopping this? Not gonna lie, I'm not really feeling this one. It's got no support right now. I see why you're saying they're driving it to bankruptcy. I would stay away from this one, no lie. Yeah, no lie, I would stay away from this one. It's got like no support. Does it move at all any day? Like 1 cent. Yeah, it's got like no support right now. I mean, you can maybe make a case that it's got the support here, or like here to here if that's the bottom, but I think it's gonna probably fall a little bit more. Yeah, I would just stay away from this one, honestly. I don't even know what they have on their balance sheet. Yeah, that's why I like to stay away from some of this stuff, no cap. 1 billion in revenue? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That's crazy, actually. Oh no, for real? Yeah, they might go bankrupt. Look at this debt right here, 1 billion. That's like a 50 million. Oh no. If it gets acquired, it would be a gamma squeeze. Yeah, but if they get acquired, somebody's got to pay for this debt too. So they'd be paying like 1 billion plus this 12 million. They did. I mean, their revenue was nice last year for some reason, but I don't know what they did with their their. And you also got to think about how do they acquire their customers? Like they probably have to pay a lot of customer acquisition or something. And if I've never heard of this product, I'm just gonna go with something that I have heard about, like Adobe or even DocuSign, right? Is that what they do? Something like DocuSign? Yeah, this like DocuSign, like e-signature. Oh, it's mainly European. Okay, they have so many contracts. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's just their operating cash flow and stuff. They're burning like 147 million. The debt, brother. That's like 10 times their. It looks like they've been operating for 10 years on that. Stem's the best stock. It is though. I know what you're talking about. Stem, the energy one. That I see you. It is a good one, honestly. Not gonna lie. This is just like a long-term one though. I think. I remember talking about that one, and then LFG. This one actually got bought out. It's like another energy got bought out. Archaea Energy. Let's fucking go. It used to be a SPAC. It was Rice, I think, was the ticker. It was a $10 stock. This one got acquired for like 25 bucks. But I see what you're saying with Stem. Stem's another one, but they don't have that much revenue, but I've heard good stuff about this one. I'm not gonna lie. Connected Energy Storage Network. Yeah, and then there's like, what's the other one? I think there's another one. Are you doing this one for... I would just buy shares for this one if you're gonna buy it. I don't know, Proterra's the other one I like. This is an electric van, electric bus. I like this one for long term, $4 stock. But it's crazy when you start looking at their earnings, you're like, damn, they don't really make much revenue. Because it's such a... I mean, this one can definitely fall some more. It just broke its previous lows here. So I would just wait for $4. It'll probably come down further, honestly. Looks like a triple top up here. Let's talk about Stem, though. What's the plans with Stems, Mr. Jim? I'm not gonna lie right now. I'm not gonna lie, it looks bearish. It looks like it's working on this gap fill right here. What do you think? Let me set up the trends on this. Yeah, it's got the gap right here. $8. Yeah, it's got more downside, I think. I think at this point it's gonna fill this $8 gap. But yeah, I heard good things about this one. I've heard good things about this one. So back here was like consolidating, then it broke out. And then it broke the trend, and then it's bearish, technically. That's what the history's telling us. So now it looks like it's back underneath this trend, which is bearish. A resistance, not trend, but resistance. Isn't a downtrend resistance. I'm definitely gonna see 877. I think I would expect it. Let's look at their balance sheet though. I remember this one used to be a SPAC too, I believe. Stem. 1.5 billion. They're bringing in 260 revenue. Price to sales, so they're trading at a 5. They've got like a 2-to-1 debt to cash ratio. They operate at about 100. So they could technically operate it for like 2-3 years. 7% margins, so not that good at margins, not gonna lie. I would wait for this to come down a little bit. I think like if you're gonna buy more shares, I would just kind of wait. Not gonna lie, I would wait for the gap fill at the very least, and then once it starts forming this, I would wait for for $8. 877 is the first level, and then the next one's gonna be like 8, I think. 788. I would just kind of wait. Yep. If it breaks like, I think if it breaks like 976, about 975, then it's gonna come down for this 880 gap fill, and then so what, I guess I didn't even talk about a watch list. We were just talking about the rally. Yeah, we talked about Cosmo and Meta Materials because Trippy was they were he was spamming them. Cortera, SoFi, Microsoft. I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think Nvidia, Microsoft, and obviously energy. Yeah, definitely Nvidia and Microsoft are my favorites. SoFi I like as a share. Well, SoFi and Cortera I like as a share opportunity. And then DraftKings, I like it as a share, but you could also maybe play options. They'll be $1 billion company in 5 years. I haven't actually read too much on it, not gonna lie, but energy should be doing good in a couple 5 years or 10 years. I mean, what's the competition though? What's their competition? Tesla's gonna get into the energy soon. Who else is? There's a lot of energy competition. They would probably get acquired. You think STEM might get acquired? I think at some point that's what might happen, not gonna lie. I think there's like a lot of companies that'll probably get acquired, like a lot of small startups. Like even like Polestar or Fisker or something, they could get acquired by bigger manufacturers. Same thing with energy. Like Enphase might acquire like some of these other ones, like STEM or something. Oh fuck, there is no future. Bro, you trolling right now. I mean, you don't think there's no future for real? Is it over? Socks is a very tasty right now. Socks long, the 3 times bullish. You think so? It looks like it just broke down, not gonna lie. I would wait. You think it's tasty? I would wait, bro. I would wait. It just broke the trend. It looks like it's gonna come back down. Like down here, 960. Yeah, I'm thinking more downside. It just had a consolidation phase, and now it's like doing its move. You know what I'm saying? So I would wait. I would wait. But let me throw this at you right here. Now, it is at a good support. So maybe you're right. Right. But I see the consolidation, so now you gotta follow it with the move, you know. Bearish momentum on the MACD. I would see if it holds this uptrend right here. If it holds this uptrend, if not, then it's gonna come back down. Which reminds me of Nvidia. I like Nvidia. I like Nvidia kinda. But you can play this one both ways. MACD's bearish, so I want to say it's gonna break this trend and come back down. How's the futures looking right now? Let me look real quick. Future up or no? SPY future ripping right now, 20.28%. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the actual plays I'm in right now is Cortera shares. It's just easy for me. I think it's like natty gas, winter coming, cold winter. It's just easy. And Oxy, I got this one today because of this trend. I don't lie. I sold Nvidia puts for profits, but I still want to watch it. Clue for, oh, the clue for the center rally. That's right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, semiconductors and Nvidia and everything, they run the center rally. Apple, Nvidia, what else runs? Microsoft. So I see them. Yeah, semis are always a trade though, honestly. So you could trade SOLC or SOX, the bearish side. See, the bearish just broke out. See, this looks a lot easier to read. It looks like it just broke out. The bearish just broke out. So yeah, I want to be bearish on semis right now. The bearish SOXS short times 3 bearish. Yeah, it looks like it just broke out, like my guy. And this one looks like an expanding microphone triangle. So you have the consolidation right here. This is so much easier to read. So if it holds what, like 37, oh brother, you come into like 50. There's like nothing right here right now. There's just straight up gas going straight up, brother. What's up, Gilad? I haven't seen you. Oh, Jimmy says Nvidia is too expensive to buy. Oh, we're talking about options. We're talking about options. Apple, what's up, Gilad? Apple, is it a buy? I don't like Apple, honestly. I don't like Apple. I don't like Tesla because they're so overvalued. And they trade at growth price. Are you talking about day trading though, Gilad? Or are you talking about just like trade? Are you talking about ownership? Or are you talking about like just trying to day trade it or something? That's what, I guess that makes sense, Jimmy. You smart, you smart. I think Jimmy just trades options. I mean, I think Jimmy just trades shares. Because every time I ask him about are they shares, he tells me they're shares. So I don't think he trades options. Here's for me, like for me, I do both, honestly. Like I do the options if I'm feeling a little degen that day. Oh, day trade? Oh, for day trade, yeah, I think it's a buy, I think. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I think it's a buy. But you gotta kind of wait, you know, to see. So tomorrow, let me go back. Tomorrow we have, now that I got a couple people in here, tomorrow, give me your thoughts here, guys. Tomorrow, Wednesday, December 21st, we've got CB consumer confidence. All right, we also have existing home sales. So I want to know what you guys think about this. You guys think consumer confidence is going to be coming in good? How do you think the home sales is going to be coming in? Apple no future. Apple long term, I would stay away from. Apple day trade, Apple's always a good trade opportunity. Upside, downside. Nvidia is too expensive though. I see what you're saying with shares. I was thinking like Nvidia trading as far as options and stuff. But yeah, Apple long term, I would wait, brother, because you got 78 possibly. I'm thinking 80 bucks on Apple. I just think it's gonna come at some point. We got a gap here down here, like 95 to 100. You would think, oh, Apple's never coming down. It's a safe haven, but shit. When things get real, it's gonna happen, I think. And this is gonna be down here. And so I think Apple, maybe in a year, at some point next year, I think we'll probably hit 95. Okay, not doing options. Hey, you smart, bro, and you're dedicated and you disciplined. Discipline's the word. That's good. Trippy is bearish as fuck. Okay, I feel you, brother. Do you think there will be a Santa rally next week? Honestly, I think we're gonna have a Santa rally tomorrow. Oh no, I think the Santa. So let me go back to SPY. These are just my options, by the way, my opinions, by the way. I was talking about this earlier. Was it on the 15th? Let's do the 5 minute. And let me just clear everything so y'all can see it. We're consolidating right now. Oh, let me go back to the daily. Now that I cleared everything, now that I got you guys' attention, we had a head and shoulders pattern up here, which basically told us it's gonna be a downside for the couple days. You can go back to the older streams and we were talking a little bit about that. But the trend for this head and shoulders was like 378, I believe, like something around there, 378 to 376. And so we're basically mostly there, and we've got good support here. So we got good support around this level. So it's not going to be easy to, if things start breaking 375, grab the puts, brother, because we're going down. But right now, like, and honestly, okay, yeah, you could grab the puts because sometimes the head and shoulders is a is a pattern that tells you the trend is changing. So basically we've been in an uptrend, then you get a head and shoulders pattern, so that's going to tell you that the trend is going to change again, so we could be in a downtrend. But here's the thing, it's not going to just straight fall like a knife, right? Even like on these other rallies or these sell-offs, like we sold off and then you had like a 4-day rally and you're like, we're in a downtrend, yes, but you're going to get those up days. So that's where I think we're at right now. I think we've sold off for like, what, 4 or 5 days? So I think we could have a day or two where we kind of rally or go sideways, or at least form a base where we don't keep falling off, right? And the reason that they do that, I think, is because they want to kill the premium. Like, trust me, brother. Like, bro, I've held puts, and the shit just goes sideways, and my premium like just evaporates. It goes poof. Like it just, yeah, it's like water. It just, the sun eats it up. So I think that's what's happening. I think we're at a good support. So I think we're gonna either chop it up sideways or actually go back up, just depending on data tomorrow. By the way, we also have, and I feel like I'm skipping stuff, but we also have the 2 gap fills up here. I think maybe the second one doesn't get filled, but I think short term, I think we come back up and fill this first gap. I just feel like we have to. So let me go further out before I go into the 15-minute. So obviously uptrend, you can see this purple line uptrend. So now we're in a downtrend. You can see this red line here. I'm just going to extend it. So the downtrend is there, right? So we've had two almost 3 weeks of just selling off. So the trend is definitely set back towards down, but like I said, I think we can have a few days where we go up and then continue going down. So a few days up, continue going down. And since we've already had like 5 days where we just keep selling off, like we've lost like 20 points, about 30 points almost, I would say. Yeah, about 30 points. I would think we're going to chop it up in here. This is great support, right? So we're going to hang out around here for this area. And we could bounce off and maybe a day or two kind of go upward sideways and then continue going down, right? The trend is bearish, but we're going to get a relief bounce. So I don't know if that's a Santa rally, though. Is that a Santa rally? I think it's just a relief bounce. I don't mean to, like, catch you off with the... clickbait you with the Santa rally. I do think it's like, maybe it's a Santa rally because it's like it could be a good 5-point rally. So we've got the gap up here. Let me just point out the stuff, right? We have support right here. We're basically forming higher lows. We got the low here. Oh, fuck. Let me show you one more thing. Let me show you one more thing. All right. Yesterday, we came down to 378. Today we came back down to that level, but we ended up closing higher than yesterday's close. So that's kind of showing some support. Some people, you know, finally starting to get back in here, finally starting to buy or whatever, algos or whatever it is. People are starting to step back in a little bit. Not all the way in, like just the tip right now, you know. They haven't put in the rest. So but yeah, that's optimism, right? So we're low-key trying to start to round up, to round out, right? We're starting to form a base, basically, is what I'm saying. And then you can see the higher lows here, right? Fuck, my mouse is all fucked up. And then, so this is, I'm just spitballing here, but this is all my bullish thesis. Then we're consolidating here. That's, like I said, we're forming this consolidation here. So I expect a breakout tomorrow. Whether it's up or down, we'll figure that out tomorrow, but we're consolidating right now. So I think tomorrow we're going to break out to the upside, or we could come back and retest this low of 377. But you got to think about this, right? What's the risk reward here? The risk reward is downside to maybe 378, 377, or the risk reward to like possibly filling the gap. So it's like 8 points to the upside versus like 2 points to the downside, right? So that's why I'm feeling more bullish. There's more reward to the upside right now, right? So some of the levels that I'll be watching, and these are just my levels. You want to go back into, what's it called? After we figure out which way we're going, you could possibly retouch 283 and then the previous high, which is going to be like 384. I would just say 385, right? And then this is where things get interesting, right? Because then we got this gap fill. So I would first look to see if we can hold like 386, 387. And then at that point, algos are just going to eat it up and fill it up to 390, almost 388. So those are the three levels I'm watching, and then to the downside. That's why I kind of had those levels up previous. Basically 377, 282, or 382, 385, and then that's what I got. What you guys think? If you guys approve, hit the like button. I think we have sold off. Let me read some comments. If Jimmy's not doing options till next year, I respect that. That's discipline. I think we have sold off heavily, exactly, in the last 5 days. We will go up to 400. All right, hold on now. No, I'm just kidding. Anything can happen. No cap. It can though, honestly, because we do have that second gap fill. I just think that might be like a longer term picture kind of gap. Because you gotta remember, SPY loves to fill. I say Spotify, but SPY loves to fill their gaps. Like for some reason, like if you go back, like this thing always fills its gaps. It falls off, comes back up. It falls off, comes back, but then it like 2 or 3 days comes back. Right? It's like it loves to fill these gaps. This gap right here, yeah, it might have took long, but it's filled now. You know what I'm saying? So we might refill. We might fill this one up, fill that in, but that's like long-term goals. You know, this is short-term goals right here. The 388. So let me know. Yeah, I think, yeah, there will be a short 3 days rally. Yeah, I think so. I would just, yeah, I'm looking to the upside right now. The way I'm playing the upside though is I'm playing commodities. So I'm playing like oil. I already told you guys what I'm playing, Oxy and Cratera, just because the dollar is getting smacked, and so when dollar goes down, commodities going up. So it's kind of like a win-win for me. If the market's doing good, then oil should do good. If the dollar's going down, then oil should at least hold up. It shouldn't like sell off. It should hold itself together. So it's kind of like two conditions that help me out. Versus if it's tech and the market's going down, or if it's tech and the market's going up, it's gonna like do really good, right? Risk on. But if it's tech and the dollar's going up, fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I just like commodities better. There would be a short, yeah, in my opinion, yeah, exactly. The only thing that's working for me now is short squeeze or day trade companies' earnings. I see. Those were risky though, I'm not gonna lie, no cap. I hate earnings. I know I used to like do live streams on earnings and preparing myself for them. I think the best way to trade earnings now is trading them the day after earnings. So like CCL is a great example. Like they're just gonna steal your premium. Now I trade options, so that's maybe why I'm doing earnings post earnings now. Like example, but sometimes this thing doesn't move. Like look, this one closed. They're just stealing premium with options. Like it's got to be 100% like confidence that it's gonna move, or they're just gonna get your ass. So I think tomorrow, like definitely, for example, FedEx and Nike, they're gonna be day trades because the volatility, all that. Like watch tomorrow, first 15 minutes, FedEx and Nike are gonna be some of the biggest movers. Like as far as volatility, it's gonna go up like $6, come back down $6. It's gonna be insane. So I think tomorrow, FedEx, actually those are the ones I should add to the list. FedEx and Nike are gonna be big. I actually like Nike better than FedEx. FedEx doesn't really do it for me. It just doesn't move. And Nike, yeah, FedEx doesn't really do it but Nike, we talked about this downtrend and we sold off. So I think earnings are dope though. It is a lot safer with shares though, not gonna lie. I'd rather do the short squeezes and day trading companies' earnings if it's shares for sure. I do the options, so it's like all or nothing. So I'm just trying to learn to be careful. 2023 is all going to be about company earnings. Yeah, it's just scary. It is though, guidance and stuff. And I think General Mills, what is the ticker? GIS, I think. Yeah, this one got whacked today, which is crazy. Like it like lost its trend, and now it's like it had good earnings too. People like I think it raises guidance and stuff. It's just trading so high. So this one's, I mean, it's still technically bullish because we have this trend here. There's a lot of open gaps above 400. Exactly, brother. Exactly. What software is this? This is a TradingView. I have an affiliate link if you want to use it, and you'll save like 30 bucks. But if you want to upgrade it, and you can check out the link down there. TradingView is just this is the place where I chart everything. It's just easy. You can sign up for free if you want. I pay for the pro so I can get no advertisements, and then I can get more indicators and stuff. You can use my link if you want. If not, it's all good. What's my opinion on Oatly? Isn't that the German one that's vegetarian? It's like the milk dairy free. Honestly, no cap. I think this is like a Jeremy stock, so I'm gonna stay away from it. Because everything with Jeremy goes bankrupt. Look at Tattoo Chef, yeah. This is sad, honestly, no cap. But Oatly, yeah, nah, I'm good on this one, big dog. Yeah, G-Lad, I'm sorry. I don't know what they're doing. They're like, yeah, I don't know. Let me look up their stuff, because I've never looked at their financials and stuff. I'm just gonna get it quick. It's like a Sweden or European company, right? I know what they do. Oat Milk Company, yeah. They're out of like Sweden, yeah, 1994. So they're up there. I mean, they're kind of old, like legacy, but let's just look at some of their stuff. So they're worth like 800 million. Short interest 4%, 10%. Is this a squeeze play or something? They bring in about 700 million in revenue. Their debt cash ratio is about 1. Yeah, Jeremy keeps pumping this stock. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't watch that. He's a loser. I mean, not a loser, but I feel like he scams a lot of people. So there's a guy you should follow. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything about him. I mean, when I didn't really know about stocks and how to trade stuff on my own, yeah, I was watching them. But now that things are real and like you actually have to look at stuff, like 2020 to 2021, you could buy anything and it was gonna go up. You were gonna make money. Like I was doing it with SPACs. You can buy it with like, bro, you could do any charge point, SoFi, like everything was just like you buy it, it goes up. All right. This is 2020 and 21 summarized right here. Like, just it goes up, right? SoFi, same thing. But now it's like you actually got to think about things because there's like people trying to like high growth stocks. They're trying to take out cash to basically continue operating. And if they want to take out cash now, they're paying like 4 or 5% interest. Like, and that's gonna like just kill them, right? So. But back then, there's like buy something and it goes up. That's what Jeremy was pumping, like Tattoo Chef and stuff. So it's kind of scary now to like buy stuff like this. Not gonna lie. Oatly, I think it's the same thing. So I think like I lost money on some stuff like this, and so it's just like it just makes when you lose money, that's when you want to start taking things serious, right? I made 2,000 on Cosmo, yeah. I heard this one's coming back down though. I would stay away from this one, no cap. What you guys think? Yeah. I got a 60 cent sold at $20. What? Oh, you for real? Wow. This did hit $20. You crazy, brother. Damn, you're stacked. 60, hold on. 60 cents? How did you know about this? I know about it now because I think Jay's the one that talked about it a few weeks ago, or a week ago or something. I remember Jay. He was in here. Cosmo. I'm just scared of this because this is one that Lou Wall Street pumped. And basically he pumped GTII too as well. Global Techs, and this thing's in the gutter. So this is a stock that Lou pumped up. Now it's down here, right? And then he started pumping up Cosmos. I think this one might end up back at $1 at some point. The run might not be done, but I stay away from stuff like this. Right? What did we say last time, Jay? I forgot what we were talking about with this. Did we see another? Honestly, we may have been talking about another run. So, wow, bro. I think we talked about it back here, but I wasn't going to touch it anyway. Not going to lie. I don't own this stock. Just wonder why he pumps this. Oh, Oatly? Oh, well, bro, he's going to... Well, I mean, Jeremy's going to talk about the stocks that he invests in because he's down on them, right? So he's like... He can't just tell his... like, Tattoo Chef. Oh, Voyager's a great example, bro. Voyager? Like, Voyager, he was pumping it at 20. And then Voyager's bankrupt now. So... he's been adding in this. The thing is, he's got his Discord service, like he's got real estate, like he's got it made. So he just does the YouTube videos just to do the videos, you know, like I don't know, bro. I'm not trying to talk on him. I'm just like I feel like I'm missing some comments in here. Let me go back. I only bought 2. Oh, you only bought 2 Cosmos? No way, bro. So you made 40 bucks. Hey, small risk though. Manage the risk. I see you. You're doing a lot better than me right now. I only made like $200 today. On what did I make money on? Oh, I made SPY. I traded some SPY options today. I made like $200. No cap. It's not much, but it's honest work. I got in and out, brother. I got in and out. Cause, bro, there's been times I just buy and I hodl and I end up losing it. That's the good and bad about options. You buy and hold, you can really make some money, or you can lose it. So yeah, stick to your share stuff, Jimmy. Get familiar with it, and then you're gonna make bread on option side. But just be careful and keep your. Yeah, I think you're doing a good job with the risk management though. I gotta learn that. I don't own any stock. Okay, yeah, we read that one. G-Lad, your opinion on PLTR, Palantir. I feel like this is a good stock. I feel like government contracts and stuff, people like. I think it's just been a bad... I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the founder, the guy, he pays people with shares and stuff. So the person that gets, hurt are the actual investors because they dilute shares. They pay people with shares as compensation. So, like, it just dilutes you as a shareholder, right? But I think their product's like supposed to be really good and government contracts and stuff. But let me show you the share dilution stuff. See, this is like on a quarterly basis, like this quarterly. Then you can look at the outstanding shares. So you can see since last year they had this amount of shares. So 2020, they've basically doubled their shares, like 900 million, and now they're basically 2 million. This isn't, so this would be 2 billion shares actually. So yeah, so when they do that, they're basically cutting you out. What you say? They're basically diluting your shares. Because if you had like 10 shares and each one is worth $1, right? Now they add another 10 shares. Then, okay, 10 shares is like 10%, right? So let's say I own 2 shares of all 10 shares and I own 20% of the company. But then they dump another 10 shares. Now it's 20 shares. So now I own really 5%, right? So they just cut my value in half, my ownership. So I think that's the problem with this company is like, I don't know why they keep diluting, or I don't know the reasons. I stopped following it because it's just, I don't know. Their dilution's been bad. But I do like their product and stuff. And I think their revenues were good, right? Let me check because let's just go to statistics really quick. 13 billion. They're worth 13 billion. They've got 2 billion outstanding shares. Now, 2020, this was like 1 billion, right? So that's why the price basically got sliced in half. Because more shares, you know, then they're worth less. And then revenue 1 billion. So they're still expensive, right? So they're worth 13 billion. Their total revenue for a year is like 1.8, so about a 5.5 price to sales, or 7.2 actually, the price to sales. That's crazy, huh? They do got some good cash, so I mean that's good. I would just look. They're burning like 200 million every 12 months. So they've got good cash. They've got really good margins. They've got a good sector too. I think they're like I don't know. I think their software is like supposed to be really good. I do like them, but I don't know if it's gonna have any upside short term. And they don't have like much debt, which is good. Like usually you don't want any companies with debt right now, because if they need to continue operating, they gotta take out loans and stuff. Yeah. I'm in and out of stocks quick, like 2/3 max. I am in, and oh, that's right. Did you make money on Cosmos, Jay? What's up? It went from $5.30 in pre-market. Oh, y'all was talking about Cosmos. ASTS, good midterm stock, I think. I think I've seen that one. The AST Mobile. Is this the one that has the deal with SpaceX or Starlink or something? I can't remember. I can't remember if this one has. There's one company that this is the satellite stuff, right? I think they have a deal with Starlink or something. AST. I don't really know them. Not gonna lie. This was a SPAC though, so I'm pretty sure they have a lot of early investors in it. NASA. Oh, for real? No, I think this one has a. I think this one has a Starlink. Something. I think Space Mobile. I think it's with SpaceLink or SpaceX. I think they have a contract or something. Oh no, the SpaceX just put ASTS out of business. Wow, damn. Oh, so they're. Oh no, I would not touch this. And if they're competing with Elon, it's game over, brother. Yeah, don't compete. Yeah, SpaceX wants you to be able to connect your smartphone directly. Yeah, Starlink is its competitor. I thought they had a. Yeah, I would stay away from this. Not gonna lie. Let's look at their earnings. Let's see what they said. Reported net loss of 22 million for the third quarter, revenue of 4 million. No way, stay away. They're only making 4 million a year or a quarter as the company launches first commercial communication satellite. I don't know. I would stay away from this. The SpaceX Falcon Rock carried the. I thought they had a SpaceX or Starlink deal or something. SpaceX wants you to be able to connect. Unfurl's biggest commercial. It might have been with NASA then. I think you're right. I would just be careful. Not gonna lie. They're only bringing in like 4 million a quarter, so that's like 16 million a year. And they're like gonna burn like 100 or 80 million just to get those numbers. I think I mean maybe as a trade I see the potential, but it's a $3 stock. Nah, I would be good on this. No cap. Yeah, your first resistance is gonna be like $5 basically. You gotta find a bottom first though. It looks like there might be a short-term bottom. The MACD is trying to cross over and stuff, but let's just look at their balance sheet. I love looking at stocks' balance sheet because I just want to see if they're gonna go bankrupt in the recession. Now they got good cash, but they burned like 200 million each year. That's what they did last year. Oof. Nah, I would stay away from this. As an investment, I would stay away from it. No cap. They're bringing in 14 million. 4 million. No way, bro. No way. Like, in a percentage-wise, it looks like really good. Like, oh, they made 7 million. Now they're doing 14 million or 4 million. Wait. They decreased in earnings, too. They made 7 million. Now they only made 4 million. I would stay away. I would stay away, brother. Nothing against this one. I hope you're not in it. My next squeeze. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did see DBG. I like it as like a trade, but not as an investment. But I don't want to pump that one in here on my channel because they might get mad at me, you know. But I see what you're saying. It's got the pennant. And the Brody's been doing this for a while, it looks like. Jimmy, follow Jimmy. He's got the juice for some reason. Stop loss is the key, brother. Oh, that's true. You should put stop loss if it's not too risky. Huh? You should put stop loss if it's... Oh, that's true. That's true. I don't like to do the stop losses though, because if you put an order out there, the market makers can see it. So I like to have that mental stop loss, you know what I'm saying? But then I don't follow my stop loss rules, so I end up losing it all. That's the problem with me, you know? I'm still learning. So please, you guys don't take all my advice serious, and I'm willing to learn from you guys too, alright? Where we at? NASA, they just signed an agreement with Pentagon and NASA. Yeah, I would just, like, from my experience, like, I would feel like I would stay away from it. Like, we could talk about it, but as soon as we get off the stream, I'm gonna forget about the stock. Like, it's just not gonna come to mind. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being real, though. I mean, I think it has definitely an opportunity, but I'm gonna forget about it. Like, not intentionally. It's just gonna, like, it doesn't catch my drift, you know? Doesn't catch my attention like that. It's like, it's low-key risky. That's what I'm saying. Especially like if they were like SPACs, then shorts, like, they just want to attack everything SPAC related, even if it's doing good. Like, have you guys seen Polestar? It's actually a decent company and they just short it, right? What's some other good ones? SoFi is actually a decent company, and shorts, this is a very good example of shorting it. And I kind of see why they're shorting it. It's because they have like a whole bunch of debt, and then they have that crypto exposure, which people are like scared of right now. So I see why they're shorting it, because there's like FUD out there, but it's actually a good product. So they just signed an agreement. MDGO. Pharmaceutical. Oh fuck, what? 200. What happened with this? Wow, the bro be on plays though, honestly. Do you think this keeps going up or what? That's crazy, honestly, no cap. What did it do here? It just did 200%. Oh, it probably had a buyout, no? Or was it? Did they do like... Did they do a buyout, or did they have good results on data or something? After knocking Nash study out of the park. It looks like some results. Nash, that's what it looks like. Source 268% after knocking Nash study out the park. Wow, that's crazy. Tested as treatment in more than 950 patients with non-alcoholic. Wow. Next stop, FDA. Now it's planning to ask the FDA to approve its pill. Ooh, best case scenario. 2 doses of whatever for a placebo. So you think this one's got more upside if they get the FDA approval? That's crazy. This was a $40 stock. I don't know. I think this train's through this boat sailed for me, honestly. I don't think this one has options, does it? Probably doesn't have options. So what's next on the list, fellas? I think the good ones for this week for me, when we were talking about them, I'm gonna move FedEx up here and Nike. I think those are at the beginning of the day are gonna kind of figure themselves out. They'll be doing good based off the good earnings. And then I haven't looked at DraftKings chart, but I do like that down here. I really like Microsoft and Nvidia. You can play those both ways. I think Microsoft is good to the upside. So on Microsoft, we've got the head and shoulders that I was talking about. So I think we gotta go up one more time to if we fill that shoulder up. If we do a head and shoulders on this, then that's going to be basically another run up, right? And then we break underneath that and we'll fill the gap there. So I like this one. I think there's opportunity there. If we just go ahead and break down this trend, it just might be over for it. And you can watch out for that gap fill. So I just like Microsoft regardless, upside or downside. And then what's the next one? Microsoft, Nvidia. I think same thing with Nvidia. Both ways you can play this one, honestly. If market's strong and it holds this support, then we can see a bounce back up to like 65 the next 2 days or something. So I mean, just good setups here, honestly, not gonna lie. And then CCL earnings tomorrow. Oh, that's right, they got CCL earnings. I think this is actually gonna be a good one, actually. Good thing you brought it up. I think maybe it doesn't move. So last quarter, I think it didn't move post earnings. So, oh no, it didn't move for earnings, but it moved post earnings. So, right here, at the market open, what the fuck? Hold on. One of these earnings, it didn't move, and then it moved huge. Yeah. So it closed here at like 9:17. It opened at 8:50, but then the big move was the day after, or the day. So yeah. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Friday in the morning, it opened at 8:50. Let's just say 50. It ended up closing at 7. Like after earnings, it moved. So I think definitely CCL is a good one. Actually, appreciate you bringing that one up, Jimmy. Yeah, I'm gonna add that to my list, actually. CCL for sure. I forgot they have earnings. So yeah, for sure CCL. It may go to 10. It depends on their earnings, I think. I don't like CCL as a long-term investment because of their debt. Like, bro, they're so fucked. They're so fucked. I don't know, in my opinion, at least. They've got $35 billion in debt. They only have $7 billion in debt. Isn't that crazy? Like 5 times what they have in cash. They burn about $6 billion a year. Margins are bad. Like recession's coming up. Like I don't know how they get out of it, honestly. Not gonna lie. This is my opinion though. But yeah, I don't like them to the. That doesn't mean it's not gonna have like short-term moves to the upside or anything. But as like an investment, I'm good. That too. May go to 10. I have 25K in NST. I think it's still, yeah. I know. I didn't mean to like just clown on you or anything. I think I'm just nervous to invest in it. You know, I'm more nervous to invest in it. Cause yeah, it just moves like 13 cents. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just me personally. Nothing. I think this. I mean, you know, this one could go up to 4 or 5. I would just like for it to find a bottom. You know. Oh, that's right. You did say this is a midterm. I think they have opportunity. I would just stay. I was just gonna say I stayed away from it because of I saw SpaceX and I don't want to have anything to do with competition for SpaceX. Want you to be able to connect. Yeah, I think I didn't like their revenues. Like they was like super small, right? And it might just be like the sector doesn't make a lot of money, like in general. But I'm trying to see like I want a company that's bringing in like a lot of money, you know, like that's just me personally. But good luck with it though. I think if you believe in it, then it should do well for you. This one is Tesla. Goodbye. Oh, we had this Tesla talk earlier. I think Tesla has a lot too. Is Zuzu in here still? He left. Zuzu left. He's quiet. Probably left. I think Tesla has some ways to go, honestly. How do you guys feel about Tesla? I want to know how you guys feel about Tesla. I feel like so my answers or my opinions aren't like right. These are just opinions, you know. Like AST ASTS might go up, you know. CCL might not go bankrupt. These are just my opinions. I think Tesla's gonna go down lower though, like 125. I think Jimmy said 130. I agree. Like short term, it might have a relief bounce, but long term investment, bruh, we still got ways to go for 2020 numbers. I think Tesla gap fill. Same thing with Apple gap fill. So Tesla's got these crazy gaps right here, like 75, 80 bucks, 85 bucks right there. So that's probably going to get filled at some point. And then we also got to retest 60 at that point. 70. Yeah, 60 like right here for sure. As a trade though, I think GLAT is actually a day trader though. This is my ranges for Tesla. You got like 150 basically, and then all the way down to 134, and then 127, about 127. I just got the lows and the highs of this, so basically I got the low here. You could, I mean, you could add more if you want, like you could add this one too, and then you could just make a range right there. All right, so that could just be a range you watch, anything in between here, and then the other previous low. And then this one, I just kind of eyeballed it, but it's really like 150 or something like, right? I don't got it. It's like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just around that range, you know. Wait, how we feeling though? How we feeling on Tesla though? I think we got some more downside, but the market's up right now, I think. How's Tesla after hours? 39, it's 139. Let's look at the short term actually. Oh yeah, we talked about the downtrend. I would be looking for the break of this downtrend here on the 15-minute. So the best time frame for me has been the 15 and the 5-minute recently, because I mean you only get so many 1-hour candles, so it's like from a bigger time frame you can use the 1 hour and the daily to get a general trend. But then I've been trying to trade on like shorter time frames, like 5 and 15-minute. ASTS is a good midterm. It's my only mid long term. Oh, okay. I think you can do good. I think you can do good. I trade differently. Yeah, and see that might be it, you know, because I know you made money on Cosmos, no cap, but I couldn't do it, you know. If I was gonna do it, I would probably do it like Jimmy and get a couple shares and that's it. 25K though, bro, that's a lot of money. Or you mean 25K shares? Yeah, 25K shares. Oh fuck no. I'd rather have 25K dollars in it. If you had 25K shares, you'd be in 75,000. Yeah, I'd rather have 25K dollars in it. They secure a good amount for the few years. That's true though, but I'm just nervous in that recession kind of talks. But I will be watching it tomorrow for sure. Like it's a good thing you brought it up. The CCL 1 hour. 25K worth. I wouldn't be shocked if market makers short the crap out of Tesla. Lower than 130. Honestly, you're right. Like, bro, everything that's been like, honestly, I think I told you guys I was gonna get calls at 140, and I looked away from the charts for a minute. I came back and this thing was down here. I was like, oh fuck, I got like so lucky, bro. And no cap, like I was gonna get stuff at 140. I'm like, bro, it can't really break 140 right now, can it? And it did. I'm so, yeah, it's just crazy. I do think 135 is like 134, 135 is another spot to look at. But damn, yeah, I would be looking at just this range here. I'm just gonna get rid of this because it's in the way actually. I would just be looking, and I don't know why I did the range. I'm just gonna get rid of that too. I'm just gonna do levels that I like. Yeah, like the 30, 135, 50, because you got some consolidation here. There's some support here, and then the one down here. I like these two levels. Would would world order is in conflict with Elon? Oh, that's facts, bro. Exactly, and that's why they're just dumping this thing. Honestly, also, bro, we had a gap right here, 144. All the way, I should have, like this gap right here. Once it broke 145, 135 is in the books, I think. You have a gap right here. So obvious. Why didn't I even say this earlier? You have a gap right here, I guess. So it did fill the gap here. Now it could mean it's the end of the downtrend since it's filling the gap. But like Jimmy said, there's world conflict right now, and that's facts. Bro, I don't know what's going on with the dude, honestly. Which I understand he's trying to do. I'm so conflicted, not gonna lie. Like, I know he's trying to do freedom of speech, and I'm all for that. But then he's like blocking people for. It just doesn't make sense. He's blocking people. Like, who did he block that like pissed me off? Like, bro, I was all for it. Like, he was like doing freedom of speech. He was going against like the big money. He was like doing things right. Oh, the jet guy. All of a sudden he stopped he blocked some jet accounts and stuff. And I understand it's safety and things, but I don't know. I feel like he's blocking people if it's an inconvenience for him. Yeah, I don't trust Elon anymore. Bro, I never liked him anymore. I think as a product and as a company, bro, it's great stuff. But him as a person, nah. You guys should watch The Maverick of Wall Street. You should watch The Maverick of Wall Street. I'm gonna pull him up actually for you. This is probably the only YouTube channel I watch. No cap. Let me see if I can find him. Let me pull it up. Oh shit, this is me. You guys should watch this guy right here. The Maverick of Wall Street. This is the guy that I watch. The only person I really watch on YouTube. Go watch this guy. No, you should watch this. Go watch, just like watch his videos, because you'll stay in line with the you'll stay in sync with the market, and you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from. I watch his videos. Go watch. I'll post this video. The Godfather. I'll post this video. You guys go watch this video. How do I share it? By the way, I'm not sponsored by him or anything. I've been following the dude for a long ass time, so how do I share this? You guys go watch this video. I'm gonna plug it up in the chat. You guys go watch that video. Not right now. I mean, you can watch it later, or if you want right now, you can. But go watch that video. You'll learn about Elon and stuff. Yeah. What's his name? Maverick of Wall Street. Yeah, bro, he's the best guy. I've been following him for a long ass time now. He's blown up now, but bro, you guys will stay in sync with. Let me know if you guys already watched this guy. By the way, if you guys already watch him, let me know. I've been watching this dude for a while. Yep. Follow this guy. He's blown up now, obviously. Yeah, this dude is amazing, bro. No Joe Rogan. Oh, is that what happened? Huh. I forgot. I don't know about Joe Rogan. Anyway, check out Maverick of Wall Street. Tell him I sent you there. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just want to share good content. But that's the guy you need to watch. I plugged in the video link to it. You guys can watch it later, and you'll kind of wake up from some. I think it's just like, bro, some of the stuff Elon did is just like he basically fired some of his workers because they went against his word or they don't want to sleep with him. Then I think he was like sleeping with one of the Tesla employees while he was married, or he had a kid, or just some weird stuff. Like, yeah, just like, I think the product itself, like Tesla and stuff, is good, and I think some of the stuff he was trying to do was good, but he's just doing it for himself. So I think I don't trust Elon is the perfect way. Like Jimmy said, it's just you can't trust him. Some people are saying he might be like a Chinese spy or something. I don't know about that, but kind of makes sense. I don't know. They did take off cameras off the Teslas made in China, though, I heard, because the government doesn't want Tesla to spy on them. Or something like that. He's still selling Teslas? Yeah. Like the shares, I think he sold like 40 billion. I know, I like the product though. I would be careful, you know. Yeah, I hope you guys watched that video though. You guys go check him out. Go check this guy out. Watch his videos at night and stuff. And you guys will be happy. It'll be a good video. And you guys can report back. Let me know what you guys learned next video. Let me know. Man, what else we got? I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream. What you guys think? We got pretty good list, I think. We've got these 3 earnings, so those should be moving nicely as far as volume goes tomorrow. And then we've got some good patterns or good targets on Nvidia and Microsoft. SoFi, Cotera. Let's move SoFi down a bit. Cotera, I like Cotera. I like Cotera and Oxy. I'm already in these. Not a recommendation, but I like them for the cold winter. And oil, I think, is just good if the dollar goes down. So that's why I like those 2. And then these are growth stocks that I think have upside if markets are good. Dude, Elon is a teddy bear to some of these CEOs in the stock market for real. Yeah, I guess. What do you mean? It's a teddy bear. What do you mean by teddy bear? Some of these CEOs in the stock market. I wasn't picking up on it. I don't know what a teddy bear is, honestly. Teddy bear, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing to be a teddy bear? I think we got some good levels on here. Level of evil as a teddy bear, like level, so he's evil? Yeah, you think so? It's hard to believe, honestly, though, I'm not gonna lie. What do you guys think? It's hard to believe. Some people like are so high on him. I honestly like the dude, and then like I just got woke. I think the products are good though, no lie, but that can only take you so far. And I think some of the stuff he was doing was good, but then now it's like, you know, the real reasons why. Oh, he's not evil? Oh. I think he has like, I don't know, I think he was like, let me see. I think he has like some good stuff, but he's got like good intentions, he's got good products, but then like then all of a sudden you see like some of the reason he does things, or like just like some bad things. I don't know, bro. I don't know how to say it. I see what you're saying though, about the whole market's corrupt though, let's be real. Like there's like money laundering and stuff, like that whole infrastructure. I've talked about the infrastructure bill and stuff, like they're just laundering money through it. They're just giving companies. Didn't somebody say Micron earlier? I think Jimmy, somebody said MU, or I forgot to read that text. My bad, brother. We can look at Micron. I think, who was it who said Micron? Yeah, but some of these semiconductor companies, they were like, oh, we're not gonna do any, you know, US investments because there's no incentives and stuff. And so they passed the bills to give these companies like credits to build their investments here. And that's so like they were just like, the US is giving companies like Micron and like some of these other to build factories and stuff here in the US, and they get money for it. And then you know where that money's coming from, is like from our taxes and stuff, right? So it's like they're taking money from ours to give it to some of these big companies, when if you look at their balance sheet, they've got enough money to do that without our money. And the thing that's like really irritating is like once they build these factories and stuff, all this investment in the US, and they make their products, they're going to sell them and they don't give anything back to the taxpayers, right? It's just like free money for these guys so they can build their stuff. It's just a system, bro. And then the sending like weapons and stuff out to the US. Yeah, MU is building a big factory upstate in New York. It's probably because they're getting the anti-inflation bill passed, whatever that was. Like, it's not an anti-inflation if it's like putting more money in the market, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy though. That's funny. Micron's building the Micron building a new factory. Is that, yeah, see? That's probably because they're gonna get I didn't even know this. That's crazy. Yeah, tech giant to invest 20 billion in a new chip factory in upstate 2 and up to 100 billion over if it decides to expand. Right? But then you go look at, so they're gonna get like, I don't know how much they'll get for building that from the US, but you look at their balance sheet and then you're like, where's the balance sheet? Like 9 billion? Okay. Well, this Micron is a trash company anyway, so they should bankrupt, but they're gonna get, yeah, they're bringing jobs and stuff, but somebody's gonna pay them tax credit, right? Yeah, 52 billion in federal subsidies and additional tax credit passed. Right? The news is the latest in the string of US chip production investments announced in recent months, as manufacturers take advantage of 52 billion in federal subsidies and additional tax credits. Yup. So really, this money they're investing, this 20 billion, is not even their money. It's like the US money. But then once they get this thing up and running, there's just more revenue for them. And yeah, like the only thing that you get out of it is more jobs. But is that really worth everybody else's tax money? I don't know. Fuck. I feel like I'm ramping, like just complaining, but it's like real stuff, you know? It's like stuff you gotta kind of just wake up and realize these things. It's just money laundering, brother. Yeah, the government won't let them go bankrupt. Nah, they won't. No, aren't they US? They're US based. I guess what I'm getting at. No, I don't mind if they don't bankrupt. I just don't like the way they launder money and stuff. They just give them. It's just like, it's weird. It's just like not weird. It's just like it's a scam, brother. Where are they? Yeah, they're from the US. And then like, oh, you know what stock buybacks are? All right, so when they do stock buybacks, they're basically pumping up their own stock, the CEOs and stuff. So yeah, I see what you're saying, Jay. Where there's like a lot of CEOs that are evil. It's all this kind of stuff that makes, yeah, everybody evil. I guess you're right. It does make Elon look kind of good. But Elon's evil too, bro. Like, bro, Elon's evil. Like, let me show you like Tesla. You know why we got all the way up here? It's not even because of a short squeeze. Like, some of the short squeeze happened like back here. Like, the rest of this is just because of share buybacks, or not share buybacks, share splits. So the boy Elon, what he does is we got to like a $2,000 stock price. So what he did is he does like a 5-for-1 stock split. So it brings the stock back down to 300, or let's say it was at 2,500, right? 2,500. So he does a 5-for-1. So it brings the stock back down to $500. So now people can buy it up again and then run it back up. And then he does another stock split. And then now people can like buy it up again. Meanwhile, his market cap is just, that's why this thing got so inflated. It's like a big pig. Because people kept buying the stock splits. And like on a stock basis, like, oh, $100, bro, for Tesla? Yeah, let me buy a share, right? And so that's why people like, he cycled this thing like it's like rinse and repeat like twice for these two. So I feel like that's part of the reason this thing like went so high is because of the stock splits. Right. In the meantime, Elon was getting richer and richer, and that's really what got him his confidence like level up. Like that's why he feels like, oh, I'm just gonna buy Twitter for 50, 2040, right? 240 or 420 or something. Like that really got his ego going. So that's like his downfall, basically. I don't know. I'm just talking really loud now. Don't be surprised if shares go 200 next year. For Micron, where's it at now? I forgot. But yeah, that's why I think Elon can be evil too, though, because he was basically doing stock splits because outside of the U.S. there's countries where you can only buy, like here in the U.S. you can do fractional shares, but outside the U.S. there's some states or some countries you can't. They have to be whole shares, and so some people couldn't afford a $2,000 share, right? Because people couldn't buy a $2,000 share of Tesla, so Elon took advantage of doing splits, so then that would get investors back in, right? At this price, this was like 2,500. People couldn't really buy it, so they split it in 5. Okay, now more people could invest in it, so they run it up, right? Then it went up higher. Well, it went up here, and people couldn't buy it, so they did a split again, and it went up. I don't know, brother. That's just like something that I thought. But that's why I never really look. Oh, we were looking at Micron real quick. Let me look at Micron real quick. Oh, it's a $50 stock. I'm waiting on like something down here, honestly. 42. Looks like this is a good support though. $50, I think psychological. 55 is a resistance now. 55 is a resistance. I would be bearish on this right now, honestly. Under $50. That's weird too, huh? Like this one can actually fall down, but Nvidia doesn't really fall, and some of these other. So we're looking at stocks short, right? This is the best thing to look at right now. Like you should be bearish on semiconductors, right? We have so much upside for the short thesis, right? It just broke out of this triangle. Oh, okay. Lawmakers, insiders buying. Yeah. I would just be short on semis because of this right here. Right? We're like, it just broke out, basically. It's what it looks to me like it broke out. I said this earlier, right? Like if it gets back underneath, then yeah, it's gonna be bearish for, it's gonna be bullish for semis. But right now it looks bearish. It looks like it can come back to 37 and then keep going up higher. Fill the gap up here. So this is the bearish one. So if this is going up, that means you're bearish on semis. So I kind of want to be bearish on semis right now. Plus this is like really good support, not gonna lie. Was it like 30, 33, 35? Yeah, I would be bearish on semis. Nvidia is just an outlier, no cap, because I was just always buy it up. That's why I never really look into DD or money a company makes per year. Oh fuck. Yeah, watch a guy called Arca. He is my friend. I made and rate charts like him. Alright, I'll peep it. Did you post that on Discord or what? I can't remember. Lawmakers and insiders are buying. That's facts too. They buying it up, brother. This is Micron, right? I think I see downside on it. No cap. Downside on it. It kind of looks like a head and shoulders, no? No cap right there. Sorry for the sloppiness. Kind of looks like a head and shoulders. It broke the trend. I think it's gonna retouch like $2. Now this doesn't have a big range movements, like $1 a day. But I think 48 would be like 48 something. Could retouch those lows. And then maybe it gets that double bottom or something. I'll check it out. I'll check it out for you, brother. Wow. Let me look at this. 45 is the support. Oh, is it? Yeah, down here. That's facts though. That's facts, bro. So you short stuff too, or you just buy shares, Jimmy? 'Cause I know you just do the share thing, but do you short or do you just buy? But there's gonna come a time when you can only, where you can't buy it to go up. It's just like gonna be a downtrend. How we feeling though? I think we got a good list with a few things. Oh, hold on, we got bro's getting wasted. Got two houses, got the pill, got the damn. Who's the daily trader? Is the daily trader in here? Somebody just joined the Discord. The daily trader. Co-founder, CEO, collectively technical analyst. It looks like he's a member since November 26th. I don't know if it's a fake account. It might be a fake account. Probably gonna ban him. Is anybody in here? Both short and long? Oh, okay. I bet. Okay, so at least you're like you can short stuff. Yeah, I would say first support 48, second support down here around 43, 45 psychologically. Yeah, like I see you. But this one kind of low-key moves slow, but I guess if you're buying and selling shares, it doesn't matter. I'm telling y'all though, Crotera, we're gonna have a cold winter and it's gonna be nasty. If it's nasty. Anybody in the West Coast with the storms and stuff? I heard there's a storm. This looks like it's forming some kind of inverse head and shoulders kind of. So we might have another dip here. Back down to like 24.25. But I do like that it broke out of the trend. So we had a trend right here. We had a trend here. We had the big trend down here that we broke out of. I just like, this one's like a shares position for me. I'm in like at 24.30 something. Kind of break even right now. And what time is it? Oh my gosh, it's kind of late now. Well, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Anybody else have any questions? Man, I appreciate you guys for hanging out for 2 hours. That's crazy. Big shot. I think we have a good list. A couple things here on the plate here. We're gonna do the subscriber picks. We're gonna look back at these. Let me add the subscriber picks. I'm gonna try to remember what you guys said. Subscriber picks. Let's see, what did you guys say? I know ASTS is one. We talked about that one. CCL was a subscriber pick. What else did we talk about? Micron, kind of low-key talked about that one. There's a few ones. Oh, MDGL, I think, was one. And then DBGI was another one. We'll kind of follow up on those, see how they did. Just curious to see how they followed up. Let me run through the chat and see what else people talked about. Oh, PLTR. I think we were just chopping it up with that one, huh? Just kind of talking about it. Oh, Jay said VRNA. We never talked about VRNA. I just noticed it. VRNA. Oh, fuck. Gap up. Is this pharmaceutical? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like the pharmaceutical place because they gap up and then all of a sudden gap down on bad news and stuff. It's like kind of hard for me to like from here what would you guys do? Like, is this a buying zone for you guys or is this a selling zone for you guys, or what do you do after this run? Like, what would you guys do here? Just curious. Like, me just like looking at it, I have no idea. Like the first thing I think about is the gap right here. I'm like, fuck, like if I buy, I already missed the move. Now I'm just gonna lose money. Or do you guys see the upside? Do you see the breakout? Like, how do you guys read this? Kind of curious. Like, obviously, it looks like it's at good support now, right? Here, this is like a good support. Like 1750 looks like it's a support. That's from like long ass time ago. And now you got this old support or this newer support. So how do you guys read this when you first look at this chart? Like, the first thing I notice is the gap fill. So I'm like, fuck, I don't want to touch this because I missed the run, right? I missed the move. But then there's also people that got like conviction in their plays and they buy here and then ends up going higher. I just don't have the stomach for this, honestly, no cap. Just curious, but I think some of y'all are heading off. Good night, my guy. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Jimmy, Jay. You guys are pretty cool. Thanks for showing up, just hanging out for a while. G-Lad, I think is he still around? Appreciate you. That was the first time. I appreciate you showing up though. Good shit, good shit. Big Kahuna, shout out Big Kahuna. And Saul, yeah, that's my boy, that's my dog. He's a dog for Azuzu, he was in here. Appreciate you, sir. You a concert, Wen Lambo, and who else was in here? I think that was it. Anyway, I appreciate everybody showing up and staying active in the chat. I hope you guys have a great trading week, and hopefully I can stream later this week and we can chop it up a little bit, talk about some stocks or whatever it is. But yeah, you guys have a good week. I think we have a good list, and I'm honestly on Christmas break, so I got plenty of time to just chill and stuff. So yeah, I'll probably stream later this week, and but if I don't, wish you guys happy holidays, and hopefully I get to talk to you guys soon. But let me look at the poll really quick. We got 13 votes, pretty much 54% bullish on the Santa rally. Honestly, I hope we get the Santa rally, because then I think we can, honestly, with the Santa rally, look, I'm a bear, right? I'm a big time bear. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and the trend has been confirmed, like we're coming down, right? But if we run back up, we're just gonna get a better entry on puts, so we can really capture that downside, because I do think we're gonna hit like 360 at some point. But you don't want to get puts at a very strong support, right? You want to get that relief bounce, you know, whether we go to 390 or only like 388 or, you know, back to 400s. You don't want to get puts like here at a very strong support. You want to get it at least somewhere up here, right? Before you start getting puts again. So I would look at a relief bounce as a good thing for bears, because you just get to get better positions, right? Just that's something I'm trying to learn, is just trying to be patient, right? I would definitely not start getting puts here, because this thing could just go back up, fill the gap, then kind of work its way up, right? Kind of like back here, right? Like people were probably getting puts right here and basically lost a lot of money at that point, because they rallied for 4 days. People kept adding, so just be patient with it. But hopefully I can join you guys on another stream and we can get an update on it. But yeah, you guys have a great night. I'm signing out. Good night, people. Peace.